So I'm in my flat. I'm going to do some work on ZBrush.
I'm going to do some work on
You. That just happened. Yeah, just quickly testing to make sure the stream is behaving itself. But yeah, I'm just going to be on here for maybe an hour or so, something like that. I really just want to get to work on this character model, which is for a Command & Conquer 3 fan remake. And I've offered my services pro bono to get some 3D characters and assets done. Now I've got a weird audio setup here because I'm also listening to podcasts, but it's on my phone instead of on here because the internet browser version of what I'm listening to, which is Podbean, is just so fucking slow to load up the ones that I want, the podcasts I want to listen to, and I've got like a backlog of like a whole backlog of podcasts that's on my playlist I want to just like cram through. So I've got loads of, what have I got? What's on my list today? I've got Joe Rogan, No Such Thing as a Fist, No Such Thing as a Fish, 3D Printing Today, Food for Thought, the Deeply Graphic Design podcast, Jordan Peterson's podcast, the Creative Rebels. That one's got fucking. Sorry, I mean, it's an amazing podcast. It's got really good guests, but it's got the most amazing intro sound. Or so you need to check that out. Like I said, and the guest and the overall content of the podcast is great. But you know, when you hear that intro song, just TED Talks Daily. Oh, and we have made Ways of Making You Talk, which is a really cool podcast by Al Murray, and a historian friend of his who do loads of World War II stuff. And then the Draftsman. These are all really, really cool. So I'm just gonna like chill the hell out and just listen to these. How many have I got on my list? I've got something like 15, and it's a good like 24 hours worth of content. It's just every episode's like an hour or whatever. But anyway, just gonna crack on. So no music on this cast. Yeah, I'll leave it to you for your fine selves to pick what kind of music you'll want to listen to. Now, so I've built all of these base objects in Blender with the idea of just bring them into ZBrush, and I'm not going to spend so much time on the higher res of this because, to be quite frank, it's just going to go into Command & Conquer 3, which, if you don't know, it's like it's a real-time strategy, but you don't really zoom in on these characters to like such. I mean, you wouldn't even see this character at like this sort of level, you know. You'd probably like see him from, like, if this entire area was like the screen, you'd probably see like that, I think, something like that. So, but you know, I'm going and just going to put a bit of detail in just for a little bit of fun. I mean, for now, when I've got like loads of cool portfolio pieces, maybe this will be one thing. But so you are a. That means that you. Why are you a display capture and not a? Let's get rid of that then. Let's try and get a window capture of ZBrush, shall we? Yeah, there we go. What the fuck was ZBrush on a display capture? Oh well. Anyway. Where's the crop? Order, move the bottom. Well, we can do that anyway. It's not, it's a filter, isn't it? filters, edit, crop. Okay. And we'll take off about 20 from the top. Yeah, about 20 is just right. Where the fuck are all of my logos and shit? Are you going to move that to the top? Where the fuck is it? Well, I'm just going to quickly sort this. If you could bear with me for a little longer, guys. Appreciate you for that. Twitch chat's all good. Webcams. Ah, that's where they are. Fucking idiot, Samuel. I'm just like, well, the logo's up here. It's because it's down in your book. Do you know what? I wonder if... Should I... Instalink. Should I just move that up here? Might as well just keep those up here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to change the... Hey, Paul, how's it going, buddy? Afternoon, gamer. Have you been behaving yourself, sir? I mean, you say it's afternoon. It's practically dark outside now. It's almost depressing. I've got this weird setup. I'm listening to podcasts on my phone, even though I've got my headphones in. It's weird. Stream is fine. And I should go to Maddles, man. Check him out, see what he's up to. I haven't spoken to him for a bit. If you like the stream, please follow this channel. I need to come up with another thing for that. Can I just stretch this out? No, I cannot. That sucks. Oh shit, and now I can't just edit undo. Anyway. I can't, for some reason, I guess I just can't talk and listen to a podcast at the same time. Never mind. I'm good. Yes, speaking of medals, I've got a package for Katie. I bought her book, and I'm gonna I'm sending her the book so she can take a look at some of the sketches I've done for her on paper. It's kind of cool. So you reminded me to do that. I need to just send that to the Royal Mail and get that done. Sorry, how's life with you? Life is shuffling along. What have I done? Unfortunately, I have been involved in a traffic collision on the bike. Essentially what happened was I rear-ended this woman on the road. Because, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be about the bush. I rear-ended her, so obviously it's my fault. But she did she broke on the road really hard and failed to indicate right, so I didn't know what the fuck she was doing. And, you know, even when she was getting out of the car, she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, look, it's fine. Will you please just sit down and chill the hell out next to me? And, like, well, yeah, it's all going to be fine. So, I had to spend about 300 quid or so on fixing up the bike. But, however, I'm looking at this as a lucky escape because this could have been so much worse. Like, You know, that car in front could have been a bus, or I could have not broken hard and really smacked into the back of that. Like, basically, car was here going this way, and I had veered right, hoping to get around it, but I couldn't. So instead, I've just hit the back right of the wheel arch, and I've just hit the deck. But you know, I hit it and fucking stopped, like just hit the ground. So there's a lot of bruising on my left leg, but you know, only things that were broken were a couple of parts of my bike and then my pride. But apart from that, I'm all good. And now, right this second, I'm choosing. While I'm talking, I'm looking for a face to copy on this. Let's take a look at the reference. Yeah, so that happened. In other good news, I went to the doctors recently just to have a quick checkup, and apparently I've lost 1.5 stone over the past year while I've been working at Tesco. So there's like a sort of a caveat to all of that. I don't know what that was. I think it was my victory dance of some sort. That was my sort of caveat of working there and doing shit I really want to do. So losing a little bit of weight year by year, which isn't too bad. Graphics design stuff is coming on nicely. And then, as you can see, I've just got a few more of these 3D projects, and I've been asked to work with a couple more people, which is always good fun. Who the hell? I'm going to have to copy someone's face. Who should I copy? I need to copy someone's face. I don't know. Maybe I'll just look at some Loomis stuff and just steal. Are there any like? Am I gonna have to get his book out? Maybe. Oh, here's something. Hang on, I've got his PDF somewhere, haven't I? Right, so I'm going to find that in the meantime. How is it motivated if you've got his new business? Oh yeah, what's his new? Because I remember because I know he's been putting out a whole bunch of his stuff on his Twitch, which is great fun. I've enjoying watching that. What's his new thing? Do you know? Or is it like under wraps or something like that? Got a reference. Character is his name. Started a digital marketing business with someone. Cool. No, good on him. Great instructions, draw the head hands. Yeah, that's the one. No, good for him. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Drawing the head. Let's take a look at that. I need to read this book again. And just completely like just getting a bathtub full of artistic reference. Yeah. The standard head. There we go. How about yourself? Have you taken over the world yet? Can you figure out how to rig the election so at least the Tories aren't going to be in Parliament next year? That'd be great, buddy. I'd appreciate it if you did that. Alright, so we've got just a bit of just got a head bust here, and we'll start making some minor. I don't know really what to do with it. I mean, let's say tell you what we might do. I think we could divide it just the one time. Where's the so on here, that's a bit too much. Where's the lower res? We'll delete higher res, but we'll delete the higher. Go back to low res and just make sure that all of these are landmarks in the right place. Now, I think what I might actually do is just smooth that all back in a wee bit. Not too much though. We'll deal with putting these back in a second. So V. But yeah, I reposed the question. What have you been up to these days, gamer? All about finding out that you're going to rule the world someday. That'd be great. Nice. That just a little bit. And how's the family doing? They all good? Whoops. So we're kind of just taking the face back to basics, like sort of having a rather neutral effect. I wonder if it's just worth. That's not a bad place to start, actually. I mean, except for that jawline. I wonder if we should just... Oh, mate. Oh, dude, I'm fucking sorry, bro. Yeah, my, condolences, whatever the correct term is, man. Good, good, I'm glad. I'm sorry to hear you had to go through that. You and your family had to go that sorry. That can't have been, that must have been fucking horrendous. But yeah, I hope everything's all good in that department and will proceed to get better. Sorry, I'm not weird on, basically I had one of my guys at work, who was my manager at work, he actually passed away, he was like 32, so I'm a little, not weird about it, but I'm just not used to dealing with that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, what do you say? Like, I'm sorry. But, you know, you have my sympathy, so. Yeah, first 2 days were not fun. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I hope you're doing alright though, that must have been tough on you the most. Yeah. Yeah, copy that. Now, what are we going to do here? So, well, first of all, do I want to just... I wonder if I should just... Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll need to cut this entire model out. Like, we can still work with that there. There we go. Now, I've got to cut this face in half, so that's about there, is it? That's the chin line, that's top of the head. Yeah, so about there. We've got this sort of BCB clay brushes. I think we'll just put... And looks about right. BNB. Jesus, that looks fucking weird. Could be a lot worse, you can't do blessings. Yeah, tell me about it, man. I'm with you, buddy. Let's see. So his eye is about here, I think. Bring that forward just a little bit. Bring those bits out. But we'll bring it down just a little bit. Bring it in just a bit. I saw Matt recently at a Halloween party, and he was looking particularly well, and we were asking after you to see if we'd heard from you at all, just to see if you were well. But point is, I'm sure is he'd want me to tell you. He said hi if I had a chat with you next. Yeah, a lot faster with this project. Yeah. Oh yeah, but dude, when you say that, it took me fucking like a year to get one concept art out. But I appreciate the compliment. Well, this is kind of cool. This is a this is going to go to a dude who's organising a fan-made Command and Conquer 3 remake, like a digital remaster. Um, I don't know why fans have got to fucking do EA's job for them, but apparently that's a thing and that's happening. So we shall see. Yeah, man, I fucking still remember it. I need to. I mean, it's finished, and the second one I've got going, like I've got the character line art finished. Now I've just got to go back and do the. I've got to go in and do the environment stuff, and that's coming along. It's taking so fucking long though. Whoops, shouldn't have done that. Until DC. Yeah, true, true. I bet we're going to do all the hard work, and they're just going to swoop in and be like, no, sorry, got to get rid of it. They're going to Blizzard, Entertainment that up. What's your take on the whole classic fiasco, as it were? Not only that, they've had 2 PR double whammies in the past, like what, 3 months with the whole Hong Kong stuff as well. They got some serious powerlifting to do in that area. Also, apologies for. Yeah, fair enough. Well, have they done something to like fix it, or have they just handled it so people just hate them a little bit less? You know. Okay, there we go. Yep. I think we'll put some BCB in there. So top will just be in line with the brow, the bottom just be in line with the nose. The only problem is there's not enough definition to I think I might actually leave the ears in until a bit later on. What I'm trying to do here, though, the objective is to maneuver the edge loops around as much as I can. So I'm trying to build the foundations up correctly before I start making this a higher resolution model. So pull that out, pull that back. Right. Something a bit like that, but the problem is you've got like a spread of edge loops all around here. Diablo 4 will forgive them for them. Yeah, do you know what? I've got a funny feeling they've got like just a bank of projects that they're keeping in stock for every time they fuck up and like, shit, we've screwed up again. Quick, get out Diablo! But like, let's put out a mod for not mod. Let's put out expansion for Hearthstone or something. Let's give them more digital cocaine in card format, you know. But it's a good strat though. Divide. Let's see how that looks. See, we get something there. But again, I'm going through. I'm trying to like. No, I thought. What the hell? What's going on? Low res. What the hell is going on here? What a higher res. There we go. That's weird. Anyway, let's put just a little bit of more definition to the ears here. So we've got like a. little bit more here. Make sure that's in there. Although, I feel like it needs to be a little bit lower. Radio reading consultant. How so? Is it because you got to do your own taxes and stuff? Or I mean, I suppose I get where you're coming from. Not really bothered me like switching from consultant to full time. Mind you, I probably didn't have to have the worries that you did back in those days. How are things there, by the way? Are they all good? Did you get, was it Natasha who wanted a quad bike? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Okay, fair enough, fair play. Oh, good. Excellent. How's things in the neighbourhood? Have you, are you leading the neighbourhood watch yet? Watching out for the kids with their hoodies and stuff like that. Are you gonna be that guy from Hot Fuzz where it's just like, the greater good? What's the position of the jaw like? So, it's halfway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, I think that works. Move that nose down just a wee bit. Whoops. Pull that in just a little bit. Pull that in just a little bit more. Pull that out. What are we going to do here? I'm going to pull this brow out, like, big time out. Yeah. So the neighbourhood is, for starting, we had an amazing... What? Oh, you have the votes. Oh, okay, sorry, I've just gone through the entire thing now. Oh, shit. An attempted, as in you can see someone's fucked up the door and, like, failed and left, or did they get in? Jesus Christ. So did they get him in the end or not? Do you know what? I think we'll start doing a bit of the pretty tubes as opposed to moving shit around. Oops. don't think there's much point going into loads of detail. Especially in this stage of the sculpting. That's weird. Also, who's 101? Is that like a 111 for the UK or something? For the police? Ah, okay, cool. I wonder, have we got an emergency line? We've got a non-emergency ambulance line here, but I don't think there's one for the police, but I don't know, I know how to use it, so maybe there is one. Tell you what, I think we can afford to move the chin back just a little bit. Whoops. Yeah. I think we'll bring the forehead forward just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just a little bit more on that chin as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's switch to flat. It's probably got to make really ugly edge loops, but at least the actually, that's the thing. Let's just quickly double check the that's in line. I mean, that's a little bit higher than usual now, but that's. Well, it's less urgent than a 999. Oh, okay, that's cool. Do you know if they're hiring at the moment? Yeah, I'm just again, like I said, I'm just in the process of just getting out of night shifts. But again, I mean, I've lost a bit of weight, so I'm sort of counting my blessings now. You know, it makes perfect sense if I'm like actively walking around and moving shit around like 4 nights a week. That's a free workout, basically. You know, and that's not bad. That's not too bad. Okay. File. Oops. I'll save that. Mesh 3. Now at some point we're going to have to put a cigar in this dude's mouth, but we'll do that later. Whoa! Whoops. starting, I think. Now we're starting to require another subdivide. Let's leave it there for now. And how's the things with the missus? Is she well? I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't want to say people's. I don't want to say their names on stream just in case. Like, but yeah. I hope, like I said, I hope they are all particularly well. Shall we be expecting a pair of theses on quantum electrodynamics from the two kids at some point soon? Because if you need someone to proofread them, I will happily have no idea how to do it. Oh, dude. You probably don't know how good you got it. You know, you just have those odd moments when you talk to someone you can't quite tell if they're joking or not. And you pray to God they are. Yeah. Well, considering the crap that you and me used to give Priya back in the days. How are you on the girlfriend? The girlfriend who I think you're referring to, and I have broken up a couple of months back now. Is Kerry? She was the one who was hanging around when I was doing that book cover, the live stream and stuff. Yeah, she and I broke up something like a month ago. When you did the hand thing. Yeah, that's right. As in the hand painting on the wall, right? Yeah, we broke up. I broke up with her about a month or so back now, because she was just getting. How do I put it? She was getting a bit too much too soon, which, to be quite frank, I think there was a part of me that saw that coming, like the first 2 or 3 months. I mean, like there'd be 1 or 2 times when me and her would joke about, yeah, we'll have kids, ha ha ha. But then it sort of got to the point where I was just like, I think she's not kidding anymore. And I was just like, you're talking about having a child and you've only really known me for about 4 months. Like, what is going on? But, you know, maybe she's like all set to have a baby and all the rest of it or something. And honestly, I don't think I'm ready for that sort of commitment just yet. So, I need to very quickly, you know, that age, biological clocks. Yes, man, you're absolutely right. I think I've still got like another good 4 or 5 years on me before I start panicking. But to be quite frank, I don't want to look back on my life and say to myself, yeah, I had a child with this person because she'll do. Like, do you know what I mean? But, you know, I think there's just going to have to be that one point where it's like, sorry, time's up, buddy, grab what you got. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Is that back of the skull, right? Let's consult Ludwig. What you got to say, bro? Bit more of a bone at the back. Let's have a look here. Shift. And then we'll... No, Burke! Not control. Dickhead. Alt. Oh, I can't do this fucking one-handed. It's too heavy. Right. Now, how does this look in OBS? Hang on. If I do... No, well, first of all, I've got to take my special to do this post-it note off. So, alright, now I'm looking at it backwards, but that's what we're looking at here. So, I think the back of the cranium needs a bit of work. And I think I've got the sharpness on the forehead, I mean, good enough. And again, like I said, I don't really need to go full depth with the face sculpting, but I at least want to get the landmarks right. because the landmarks, if there's anything that's going to be spotted on the model, it will be the landmarks. Why should you be special? Why should That's because you all chose to, man, and I've still got my ideals. I'm still hanging on to them like a child. That's why. Why can't you be miserable like the rest of us, Samuel? When are you going to grow up and be miserable? That's life! I'll never forget what Al Murray said is, life is endless, relentless, grinding disappointments. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so I've still got my naivety about me, put it that way. But there is a new lady in the works who I'm particularly interested in at the moment, and details of that will follow depending on how far she and I get. Talking to the dude. You talking to the dude from in between us? What? Why, does he live on your street or something? I don't know. I didn't watch In Between Us as a kid, as a young man. I know it's funny, but I could not bring myself to watch those cringe moments. There's something I don't like about cringe. Like, I don't mind, like, oh, he was streaming. What, as in, oh, does he? Oh, that's well cool. I didn't know that. I can see why. I'm not going to say In Between Us is bad, but I just don't like it because the awkward situations that these kids would be put in, and like I just couldn't get behind the whole. Like I wish I could think of an example, but like I don't know. There's a moment when like. I mean, even the film, like the In Between Us film, where they're out on holiday and there's a part in the boat and blah. They maneuvered themselves into such fucking cringy situations. You're like, I just don't want to be here. And to be basically, I would just be there on the like I'd just be sitting there in front of the screen saying, look, if you all just stopped acting like such a bunch of that word, then and just be nice or whatever, or just apologise or whatever. You can just it takes this sentence to just like completely make this situation okay, but they just kept on. It's one of my. It's not a pet peeve. I'm just like, why don't like if I say to people I don't like it, they're like, why not? I'm like, well, that's why, because they just kept on acting like utter knobs, That was a long ass rant. I don't know where that came from, but it did. So what games does he stream? James Buckley. Let's quickly Google that dude. James. What does he stream? Is it like is it video gaming or is it something else? He streams? Are you serious? Cool. Okay, wait a minute. Also, like, what is he even doing these days? I haven't seen him on anything. English stand-up comedian, actor, musician, and YouTuber. Jay Cartwright. Yeah, Jay. That's right. Twitch TV. What is he under? Just James Buckley or something? James Buckley.
Afraid of being.
James Buckley from In Between Us plays video game. Completed it, mate. Okay. He's got 21k followers. Yeah, that sounds a bit more like it. What does he play? Just a bit of everything, or Modern Warfare? Got gold. Okay. Seems like an interesting mix. Okay. I wonder what he's like to listen to in person. Let's give him a follow. Like, how would you describe him in person? Like, just chatting to everyday folks? Is he like down to earth, or does he put like a bit of an act on? What do you think? Not gonna, not judging the dude at all. Like, he is what he is. Yeah, Oh, well, does he act like Jay or something? Or? Almost got it there with the Rubik's Cube. Just need to... Almost there. Oh, okay, cool. Not as bad. That's good. Right. There's a terrible mess that's going on around here. About this bit. I think we should put a bit more definition in the mouth. Cool that down a little bit more. I think we'll pull that in just a little bit. Nope. That will have to come out though. I think we need a few more sub-divs to make that work. So far I've met James Lee an American actress. Oh really? Okay, that's cool. Well, it's the next thing after podcasting, isn't it? Like just outreach into fans and stuff. I'm getting super addicted into podcasts now. Like I'm listening to them all the time because it's basically, like, especially when I'm working, because it's just learning on the job, or it's like listening to interesting stuff. Like I'm learning French on the job, listening to all the latest news from Joe Rogan, and he brings on a really interesting set of guests, and yada yada yada. And, I've learned to the Three Musketeers now, Alexandre Dumas. All that sort of stuff. It's like that's one of the benefits of doing night shift. Like no one bothers you, so you can just listen to so much stuff. Gotta tidy this up just a little bit. E and B. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna lower res that and bring that over just a little bit more. Oops. I wouldn't recommend it, mate. I can just, when you're doing night shift, you could tell that it's going to chop like 10 years off of your life expectancy, so would not recommend. But in terms of manual labour, it's probably one of the best I've had for the past year and a bit. Because the stuff at Amazon was like just fucking horrendous, and the stuff at the warehouse was just too much as well. But the people that I'm with now, and it's a 10-minute walk away, and the people are nice, except for one of the managers, but that's kind of his job, and even though he and I get along sometimes, that's not too bad. But the kind of cool thing is, with my experience, like if managers try and give me shit, I'll be like, honey, no. Like, yeah, maybe I'm having a taste of my own medicine, but they try and make me do stuff, and I'm just like, I don't fucking think so. Like, and they try and talk to me in a certain way, I'm just like, I'm not fucking having that either. Like, by all means, have a shot, but will not end well, my son. I know what you're trying to say, and I'm not fucking having it. So, and I think they've slightly caught on to the fact, so that's quite good, as it were. But yeah, I've been able to, like, again, I've been listening to so much in the past year. Like, what have I listened to? I've smashed through all of the Harry Potter books finally, because I was hell-bent on disliking it. But after hearing Stephen Fry read it in audiobook, I was like, do you know what? This ain't too bad. So, and then I watched the films, and I was just like, okay, like, meh, it's not bad. But I didn't exactly like Harry Potter fanboy out after I saw it. Like, you know, it's not like I was like, oh my god, I've been missing out for the past like 10 years of my life. I was just like, okay, it's cool, yeah, alright, I don't mind. But I'm not gonna fanboy out on it, do you know what I mean? Like, but to be quite frank, I think I've listened or watched it at the age where I'm like, just not quite floating my boat anymore now. Because when it came out when I was a kid, I was just getting bored because it was fucking everywhere, you know? Right, now, are the landmarks in the right place? So, half, sort of. Half, pretty much. That's all in line, that's all in line. Is a little bit higher. Let's bring that down a bit. Now, the situation here is a bit diabolical. Also, I wonder if I should just like pull in just a little bit. Just a little bit. And the eyes are gonna the ears are gonna come out a bit like that. I'll pull everything else in. I think we might dare to divide it. Be partially modified only while the low subdivision. Switch to lower subdiv level. Delete and freeze. What? "3D mesh with subdivision history may be partially modified only while the lower subdivision level is active." I'm confused. What the f? I think I might have killed ZBrush. Stand by. Cool thing about ZBrush is it usually, if it slows down, it doesn't actually crash. So if you leave it alone for long enough, it will actually regain itself. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe ZBrush saved it quite recently. Anyway, I tell you what, I'm going to leave this for 5 minutes while I just grab a drink. So, BRB. Fuck it. Right, so no, I'm not listening to podcasts. In fact, I'm going to put my phone on charge. So. No, I think we killed ZBrush. I don't know what he was saying about that whole stuff and had to be whatever. I think we'll just close the program, see what happens. If we're really lucky we haven't lost that much work. What we've got in the meantime here is some olives. I'm just going to sit down and chow down to a little bit of this. Because I had a couple of friends over yesterday. I made dinner. I thought we were going to tuck into these, but we didn't. So basically, I've got olives and cheese all to myself today. Go away, home page. No one loves you. Right box. Do I want any of these? I mean, let's open the tool and see what it says first. Open.
open. I mean, we saved it quite recently, so how much we've lost? Ooh. We lost something. Oh, let's go back to Lightbox, see what happens. 21. 2 14s. 13, 14, 15. Let's go to 221 and see what it says. I mean, now I think about that, actually, it's pretty much the same. A 3D mesh with subdivision history may be partially modified only while the lowest subdivision level is active. What does that even mean? I don't get that. Is that what this button is here? No. A 3D mesh, which is this. The subdivision history may be partially modified only while the lowest subdivision level is active. That makes no sense. I don't really want to delete the lower. I really don't want to delete the higher either at the same time. Display toggle. Come on, dickhead. What are you doing for the rest of the evening, by the way, gamer? We should get together for a game or something at some point. What are you playing these days? I'm doing a lot of Arma 3 on a specific server because I kind of organised it quite well. I like it. Right. Maybe partially modified while the lowest subdivision level active. Holy shit! I just touch typed that. Is it right in that? Yeah. What is free the subdivision levels button? Okay.
This is the
Yeah, great. That's fine. Next. What's the free subdivision used for? Well, I don't even have that as an option. So I need your help once again. I've run into a problem when I try and subdivide my hand model here. The facts I deleted 3 files of them because I didn't like them and wanted to do them over. Unhide the whole mesh before subdividing it. You fucking idiot, Samuel. That be why. Jesus. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Yeah, newsflash, Paul. The world didn't know. I'm an idiot. I bet the piston did. Oh well. Sup, Mr. Caverma? How's it going? Who's Ryan Duns? Let's have a look. I bet he is really handsome. Oh my god, he's fucking horrendous. Who the hell is that? Is he one of those guys from Jackass or something? Well, he's dead, whoever he is. Requiescat in pace. Is he the guy who died in a car crash? I can't remember. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about this. Do I look like him? Maybe if I only have a particular look on that. Oh well. Anyway, back to it. Try to find some inspiration in it. I want to see stuff I make. Hell yes, I want to see stuff you make. Hit me up. What you got, bro? Bruh? Let's get one of black olives. Yeah. Oh, hang on. You done? Stop pushing the next warning. How do I allow someone on thing to do this? Is it allow? Hey gamer, you still there? How do you allow someone to paste a link in the chat? Can't remember. Mr. Cavern. Slash allow. Give me a sec, I'm actually gonna have to Google this. Fuck me. I haven't been on Twitch for like a month or so, so it's just completely got my head. Allow Twitch chat to post. A looking, I mean a link. Are you sure it's not like block? Okay, permit username. I bet that's it. Oh, fuck you. Alright. Mr. Cover. You got it? Yep, okay, hit it. Send them all away. You've got 60 seconds, bro. It's born. Whoa! Check you out, player. What is this? Is this 3D model with some chromatic aberration, or is it a 2D illustration and you just put a bunch of filters on it, or something else entirely? I like it. It makes some really cool textures with stuff like that. Me gusta. Also, if that was in 3D, like as in that was a sphere and like all these weird, wonderful shapes, that makes such a cool wireframe turnaround. I like it. Yeah, nice. How did you make it? Was it like a 2D spline and then you put a 3D effect on it? Or was it entirely 3D and you've just done some cool stuff in it? 3D and then a screenshot of it and shit. It's nice. Math, bitch. Breaking math, bro. No, it's cool. I like it. Cheese and olives. Right. Let's go back to some sculpting here. So, let's actually go back one and lower the res. I want to pull it in just a little bit more. But we'll pull out the back just a little bit more as well. I think I might actually just make it just a little bit larger on the head. Software is called GL Chaos P. You can Google it for a quick look. This guy I have an idea does really cool shit with ZBrush. Oh mate, definitely get into ZBrush. It's absolutely, it's fucking well cool for what you can do. I'm thinking about like getting back into it, but coming at it from a 3D printing standpoint. I've had a whole bunch of mates of my cartoonists like, dude, like, do 3D prints because like it's a fairly lucrative market to get into. So I'm tempted. I am. What kind of stuff do you do then, Confirma? Is that how you say it, right? Confirma. Do you roll the R at all, or scenes of shit I saw when I was tripping hard on psychedelics, pretty much. Hell fucking yes. There's not enough people doing that these days. I was on a game. I was at a game jam once where you get a whole bunch of geniuses and nutbags together and you try and build a video game at the weekend. Nice, thank you. Good to know. And the first game we ever wanted to make was something called what was it called? Something like 3D Garden or something like that. And the idea was you can, it's a VR game, right? And you're allowed to plant all these seeds and shit, and you know, essentially make a garden, right? But then what has happened is you could push this button, and it turns it into like psychedelic mode. So weird shit starts happening with the plants or whatever, and you can have strange things happen to the sky. And what I wanted to do was like, when you insert, so you'd be able to insert your own music into the game. So you know, whatever your favorite psychedelic music or what have you, when you put it in, the sky will do different things depending on what music you feed into it. And we didn't quite get that far, but we had a lot of fun with it, put it that way. The problem was, I've never done psychedelics, so I'm not quite too sure what the kind of right art direction was for the hippy dippy stuff. I assumed if I could just like embody colour in its entirety into the game, then like you'd be on the right track. But anyway, right, let's get up to the high res, see what's going on. But yeah, there's not enough artists doing that, or like nothing, especially on Twitch. But I'm not seeing enough of a presence of artists doing that sort of stuff. Especially when you hear like all the smartest people had at least some form of experiences with the psychedelics, you know. Was it Nietzsche? Like, I think it was Darwin, Nietzsche, and someone else who were like all about it. I can't remember. Anyway, bring that in just a little bit. Just as it is, our world was shown to me as an illusion. I had this crazy salvia breakthrough like 2 months ago. I really depicted graphics. Oh, shit. Nice. What's a salvia breakthrough? Is that a special drug or something, or is it like a? Because I was thinking, is that like a Salvador Dali thing for a second there, but. Okay. That's interesting. You know, salvia is a plant extract of which produce a very strong and long-lasting psychedelic dissociative trip. Nice. Okay. There's a part of me that thinks there's like, I mean, it's quite clear that our bodies or our minds are able to perceive a lot more than we actually. I can't believe I'm going to get to psychedelics on the street. Fuck yes, I am. But I get the feeling that our bodies and our minds are able to perceive so much more information than our brains let on. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're actually able to see a lot more than we think we can. And there's parts of our mind that limit that just so we don't have a information overload. So if you start having these applying these chemicals which sort of like take off those safety controls to make sure that your mind doesn't overload, you will just start like witnessing the universe unfold in front of you, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I get the funny feeling that's what that's all about. Like I've just fucking solved the entire drug epidemic or whatever. But that's, I think, that'd be my take on the situation as well. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, my point is, I'm wondering if all these psychedelics are like sort of getting rid of those safeguards, and you are literally just perceiving the universe as it is, like as you say, unfiltered. So better saddle up for that shit, bro. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this nose. Maybe I shouldn't really be messing with BCB just yet. Yeah, we can afford to do that. Just some very light. Just a couple of those kind of strokes. Just in there. Gamer, we just had a cool dude come and he's talking about his psychedelic experiences, and I'm wondering what it's like and all that sort of stuff. But you're absolutely right, when we come back to the real world, what the hell am I talking about? I bet Paul's just like, what in the name of Christ are you talking about right now, Samuel? Jesus. Fernie. Oh, make that nose just a little bit thinner. Yeah, okay. This is a little bit tough. It needs to come in just a bit more ink here. Okay. Yep. In fact, I think we'll mask it out just to help. Just get some, make some sense on this. Making progress of the sort. Do you think there are couches and chairs and other objects? Very good subreddit, particularly one posted great graphically recreating trips. Nice. Okay. Definitely something worth checking out. Mm-hmm. Bit more. I think I've gone a bit too far with the. I think he's still bringing it just a little bit. So the bridge is kind of there. Oh, pardon me. Hmm. Hmm. What is going on there? Hmm. How long have we been live for? I think we might stop there for a bit. Well, do you know what? It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and I think I'm gonna just say that's about enough for one day. I think, yeah, that mouth is far too high. It needs to be more about there. So yeah, we'll leave the landmark there for next time. Alright guys, thank you all very much for joining me. It's been wonderful catching up with some of the guests here today, and we shall be live again probably tomorrow. So I've got a week off from work, so I'm going to go all out with my artwork, both 2D and 3D. I shall see you all later. Take care. Just got to find that stop button. There it is.